To be honest, I'm afraid of what people think. I hide my insecurities. I struggle with perfectionism. But I decided that's not who I want to be. And that's why I started this YouTube channel. But the thing is, I'd been thinking about starting a channel for years. In fact, there were many dreams I had left on their shelves in my imagination. Countless unfinished projects. Ideas that never materialized. Occasionally, a burst of inspiration would come, and I would spend a few hours making music that would go unheard. But eventually, the inspiration would fade, and I would get discouraged. I started imagining what people would think, and that I would never live up to the impossible standards I set for myself. I came to the conclusion that now wasn't the time. Instead, I had to wait until I was ready. But what does being ready really mean? I thought I could do things to get ready. I thought I could get better gear to help me get over my mountain of insecurity. Or hit the books and bridge the gap of knowledge so I would be better prepared. Or maybe the search for inspiration would equip me. But in fact, these things were only distractions, and they got me no closer to uploading my first video. It turns out, there was nothing holding me back but myself. It's not like I needed my phone, wallet, and keys to be ready. It was me, all along. Living in my head and dreaming, rather than doing. Letting fear stop me before I even started. Once I realized I was in the way, I picked up the gear I already had and went to work. And to be frank, the process wasn't smooth. And the end result wasn't what I thought it would be. But I decided to post it anyway. What I realized is that none of my fears came true. In reality, I was making excuses the whole time. Now I have no idea what I'm doing or where I'm going, but it feels good to finally get out of my own way. I'm just going to keep creating and see what happens. My recommendation to everyone who wants to create meaningful work, just start. Be messy. Don't wait until you're ready, because you'll never be ready. Hey, you made it to the very end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around. I know about 20% or less make it to the actual end, so if you're here, congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, I'd just like to hear from you. What are some things you did to take the wheel back from perfectionism? Honestly, I've been surprised by how much I've been enjoying the filmmaking process. There's really a lot that goes into it, from writing the script to editing to color grading, and I write my own music as well for all of my videos. But there's just something satisfying when it all comes together. And like I mentioned in the video, the end result doesn't necessarily look like what I imagined it in my head. So it's really cool to see the other side of it and see the end result. And the last thing is, if you made it this far and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe so you can keep getting the latest content from me. All right, thanks, bye.